There you are, Jonathan called across the parking lot. I realized I hadn't taken down your cell phone number. I'm glad you were able to make it here with no problems. Ryan jogged over. Yeah, I've been looking forward to it all weekend, and I didn't think to add your number in either. Unfortunately, the group of guys that were originally going for the retreat today had to reschedule. They're not coming back until Thursday now. Ryan's face fell in disappointment. Oh, okay. That's cool, I guess. I could just head back to the hotel. Jonathan shook his head. Oh, well, you don't have to. It's cool. I appreciate the offer. I guess I'll see you around. Ryan turned and took a step before Jonathan grabbed his arm. No, I mean, we could still go. If you wanted, that is. Jonathan let go of Ryan's arm and shrugged. If you wanted to wait until Thursday when they get here, I could just call you later and let you know the details. Yeah, that'd be great. I'll give you my number. Jonathan pulled out his phone from his back pocket as Ryan dragged his from his right pocket. Here, let's switch phones and we can just add them in real quick. The guy switched phones and quickly typed in the numbers before handing the phones back. You know, I'm not really doing anything this afternoon. We could still go if you wanted. I feel bad for making you drive all the way over here. Jonathan paused, looking at Ryan's face. I'm a pretty good tour guide if I say so myself. Are you sure? I mean, I could wait until Thursday. It's no big deal. Yeah, it's fine. We can chat a bit and see what you've seen so far. Are we just going to take your car? Ryan asked as he slid the phone back into his pocket. I can leave mine here in the parking lot if that's okay. Yeah, it'll be fine here for a few hours. Let's get going then. There's no time like the present. Jonathan unlocked the doors to his yellow Prius and fastened his seatbelt. Ryan sat and pulled the seatbelt over him, struggling when the buckle wouldn't fasten. Oh, sorry. Sometimes it sticks. Jonathan reached over and tugged the seatbelt further across, accidentally brushing against Ryan's hip. There you go, he said as the buckle clicked loudly in the silent car. It should only take a few minutes to get there, right? Ryan asked quietly. Jonathan nodded as he pulled into traffic. Then we can walk around for a bit. That sounds great to me. I have to admit I was pretty curious about going to see a troll under a bridge, especially since it rained all weekend. Ryan looked puzzled. It won't be closed because of the rain or anything. Jonathan laughed heartily. There's nothing that closes for rain in Seattle. If it did, it sure wouldn't be open for long. Seattle spends more time in rainstorms than the Amazon rainforest, I think. I guess you've got a point. At least we don't have to worry about a drought, right? Marriott, right? Jonathan asked as he pulled into the parking lot. Yeah, it should only take me a few minutes. I can't believe I was so clumsy. Trust me to find a way to fall into the biggest puddle ever. I'm sorry to have to cut your trip short. Ryan unfastened his seatbelt buckle. You can wait in the car if you want. I'll be right back. Jonathan shrugged. I'm pretty thirsty. Would you mind if I went inside and grabbed a drink while you changed? Oh, no. Please feel free. There are free fountain drinks in the lobby, or I've got some Michelob Ultra upstairs in my room. You're welcome to whatever you want. Ryan assured him as he closed the car door behind him. Jonathan clicked a button and an electronic beep chirped happily. Actually, a Michelob sounds pretty good right now if you don't mind. Only one, though, since I'm driving. Ryan greeted the doorman with a hello and a friendly wave. We could always have dinner down here in the lobby if you wanted to soak up some of that alcohol. I heard the food's pretty good. That might be an idea. I'm getting a bit hungry. The elevator door slid open and a young woman in maid's uniform stepped off. And look at that. Perfect timing. Yep. God must be trying to tell us something. Oh, yeah? What do you suppose that is? That he doesn't want you to wear wet pants either? Jonathan smirked. Ha! Ryan nudged him playfully. Maybe he just sees how well we're getting along. I have had a good time today. The troll never disappoints. The troll, eh? Nothing about the present company? The elevator beeped and the door slid open as Ryan stepped into the hallway. My room's right up here. He inserted the flat card into the door and waited for the green light to flash before turning the knob. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I had a good time getting to know you two. Jonathan touched Ryan's arm and lifted his hands in surprise as a zap of electricity shocked them both. Ouch! Now that's the second time you've done that. Jonathan shrugged his shoulders. You're just too shocking for my sensibilities, I suppose. Touché. Now let me get out of these wet clothes. Ryan started unbuttoning his shirt as he pointed to the mini fridge across the room. The beer's in there. Help yourself. As a matter of fact, you don't mind if I take a quick shower, do you? I'm feeling a bit grungy. No, it's fine. I'll just flip on the TV if I get bored. The sound of running water filled the room, and Jonathan heard an off-key rendition of Katy Perry's Firework coming from behind the closed door. Jonathan dropped to the edge of the bed and sighed. Why now? I've managed to hold off for years, but I don't want to hold off anymore. The water stopped, and Jonathan glanced to the closed door. He walked to the fridge and pulled out a can, fiddling with the tab before finally cracking it open. He gulped nearly half the can before the door opened and a cloud of steam wafted into the room. Jonathan looked up to see a white towel draped precariously around Ryan's hips and water beaded on his chest. He gulped, his eyes transfixed on his chiseled chest and arms. Hope you don't mind my impromptu concert. I can't seem to stop myself from singing once I'm in the shower. Ryan ran his fingers through his hair, his dark waves separating. Jonathan followed the cascading water down his chest with his eyes and watched them caress his nipples before running further down to his abs. Ryan sauntered past Jonathan and rummaged through the suitcase propped open on an armchair, feeling Jonathan's heated gaze from across the room. Which of these do you think? Ryan asked as he turned around, holding up a different shirt in each hand. Jonathan's breath caught as the knot in the towel loosened slowly and the material slid down his hip another inch. I think either of those would look really nice on you, Jonathan stammered. Ryan smiled as he took another step closer to Jonathan. That's good, because I want you to think I look good. Jonathan laughed feebly as Ryan took another step closer. I'm sure you always look good. You seem like you really take care of yourself. Your body, I mean. Like you work out a lot. Ryan nodded. Yeah, I'm one of those that work out a lot. Well, it definitely shows. Jonathan allowed his eyes to eye him up and down. You're in pretty good shape yourself, Ryan stated as he took the last few steps to Jonathan. He reached out and caressed his arm through the fabric. I try to watch what I eat, but I'm definitely not a gym rat. Jonathan's eyes closed as Ryan's lips gently brushed against his, while his hand skimmed down across the small of Jonathan's back. Jonathan froze as Ryan's tongue flicked against his still closed lips, nudging them gently apart. Jonathan pulled back nervously. I'm not sure about this. I've never really done this before. Ryan smiled as he reached out to stroke Jonathan's cheek. I understand. We can take it slow. I promise. I won't do anything you don't want to do. Slowly, he pulled Jonathan tight against him and brushed his hand up Jonathan's side. Jonathan gasped the sensation, and Ryan's tongue slid in quickly, muffling the sound. Ryan's stiff cock pressed against his hip, and Jonathan's hand tentatively reached up to run his fingers through Ryan's hair. Ryan deepened the kiss slowly, molding his lips against Jonathan's. Jonathan broke away, breathing heavily. There's really something I should tell you, but I don't know how to say it. The only thing I want you to hear say right now is yes. But there's something you don't know, Jonathan started. Jonathan, I know that we don't know each other very well, but I've never felt such a strong connection before. Have you? Jonathan stared into Ryan's eyes before shaking his head slowly. No buts. As long as you want me, that's all I need to know. Jonathan continued to stare silently at Ryan. Do you want me?